All right, let's dive right in. We're going to be talking about one of the biggest game changers in tech right now, AIOps. That stands for Artificial Intelligence for IT Operations. And trust me, it's a big deal.
So let me ask you something, and be honest. Does it ever feel like your IT team is just constantly fighting fires? Jumping from one emergency to the next, never really getting a chance to work on the cool, innovative stuff that actually pushes the business forward?
Well, if you thought it was bad now, buckle up. Because that feeling, it's about to get way, way more intense. We're talking about a threefold increase. Yeah, 3x in the amount of data IT teams have to deal with over the next couple of years. That's not just a stream of information, it's a full-on tidal wave. And there is just no way humans can keep up with that manually.
And that really gets to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? See, modern IT isn't simple anymore. We've got the cloud, we've got microservices, where apps are all broken down into these tiny independent parts and these super fast DevOps pipelines. All of this is amazing for innovation, but it creates a just massive, overwhelming flood of data. We're talking logs, metrics, events. It's a ton. And the old school way of monitoring? It's just completely broken. Setting some static rule like, hey, ping me if the CPU hits 90%, that just doesn't cut it anymore. In today's dynamic systems, that simple rule creates a nonstop storm of notifications. It has a name, actually, alert fatigue. And the real danger is that the actual critical problems, they get completely buried in all that noise.
Okay, so if the old way is broken, what's the answer? Right, this is where AIOps steps in. It's the hero of our story, really. It's designed to take that data overload, that massive problem, and flip it into a huge advantage. So what is it exactly? Well, think of it this way. AIOps is all about using AI and machine learning for, you guessed it, IT operations. It's basically a super smart system that uses algorithms to automatically grab, connect, and make sense of all that data coming from every single part of your IT world. And this is the fundamental shift in thinking. The old way, traditional ops, is all reactive. You wait for something to catch fire, and then everyone scrambles to put it out. AIOps completely flips that script. It's all about being proactive. The goal is to predict and stop problems before they even have a chance to affect a customer. Okay, that sounds amazing in theory, right? But how does it actually work? How does an AIOps platform pull this off? Let's kind of pop the hood and take a look inside the AI brain. It's basically a 6-step process. First, it aggregates or pulls in data from everything. Then, machine learning gets to work detecting tiny little anomalies that no human would ever spot. Next up, it correlates all the related stuff to slash through the noise. From there, it identifies the real root cause, starts to predict future problems based on what it's learned, and this is the really cool part, it can even automate the fix. And when you put them side by side, the difference is just wow. On one side, you have the old world, reactive, manual, drowning in noise, and fixes taking hours. But on the other side, you have the AIOps way, proactive, automated, with smart dynamic baselines that can cut that noise by over 90%. And resolution time, we're talking minutes, sometimes even seconds. It is a total night and day difference. Okay, so that's the what and the how. But what does this actually look like in the real world? Where does the rubber meet the road? Let's check out a few real-world examples. Okay, picture this. A big global payment system starts getting sluggish. Now, in the old days, every single team would get a panic alert. But with AIOps, it looks at everything at once. It sees a spike in the database, connects that to a code change that just went out, and then links that to a slow response from an outside API. Boom. It finds a smoking gun in seconds and only pings the one team that can actually fix it. Here's another huge one, cloud costs. I mean, who isn't trying to control their cloud bill, right? This is where FinOps comes in. AIOps can watch your cloud usage 24/7. And if it notices, say, a server that's way too big for the job it's doing, it can automatically shrink it down or recommend a cheaper option. It just wipes out all that cloud waste that secretly bleeds money from the budget. And it's not just about keeping the lights on. It's also a massive boost for security, or SecOps. By looking at patterns of behavior over time, AIOps can spot weird stuff that a simple rule-based system would totally miss. Think about something like a strange pattern of data being pulled out of the system. That could be an insider threat. It adds this whole other layer of smarts to your security. So yeah, the value is Pretty obvious. But, and this is important, you can't just buy a box of AIOps and call it a day. Getting there is a real journey, a strategic shift for the entire IT organization. So, what are the keys to a successful trip? Well, first off, your data has to be good. Garbage in, garbage out, right? Then, you gotta start small. Don't try to boil the ocean. Pick one really painful problem, like that alert noise we talked about, and get a win there. You also need to help your team's skills grow, and this is a big one. You have to build trust in the AI. A great way to do that is with explainable AI, which basically shows you why the AI made the decision it did.
I love this quote because it really gets to the people side of this change. It is a massive shift in how people work. Your team goes from being firefighters who are constantly reacting to becoming platform engineers who are managing the AI that's watching over everything. It's a whole new mindset.
And where is all this headed? Well, it's leading to something really exciting, truly autonomous IT. We're talking about systems that don't just predict problems, but can actually self-heal when something goes wrong and are constantly fine-tuning themselves for better performance and lower cost, all on their own. So let's wrap this up. I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. In a world where our digital experience is literally everything, is your IT operation built for yesterday, or is it ready to be the smart, proactive engine you need for tomorrow?